bed for $25,000 that we would have a kitchen of our dreams.
Take the whole wall out.
Okay.
I never really had a serious problem with a renovator before, like this. Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
Drop it, pull up the tile.
Some folks are good folks, and some folks aren't so good folks. That's just the way it is in life.
I don't know, I'd just like to have the dishwasher fixed before the warranty runs out.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, baby. But if you're going to do it right the first time. Let's get rid of it. How do you do this to a family? Look at the nest. They got a nest of them. Unbelievable. On the money. T3.
My hero!
Perfect.
Thank you guys.
You like it?
Oh, do I ever?
Joan and George have been living in the area for about 10 years. You know George, he's a boxer. He fought Muhammad Ali twice. He went the whole distance. This is George Chauvalo's house. He dedicates his life after boxing to help those that are addicted to drugs, that are down and out, and he wants to make a difference. Imagine ripping off George Chuvalo, risk getting that big mitt punch.
I speak primarily to young people about drugs, about making intelligent choices at the most important time of your life, around the age of puberty, from say 12 to 17. That's really my target area. And it's a time that I talk to people about that I emphasize is the most important time of your life, the time you make decisions that essentially affect you for the rest of your lives. So how important it is to be young. And I talk about the experiences of my sons who died. I talk about making the right choices, of course, at that most important time in your life. And I talk to them about, in graphic detail, about what happened to my sons, how they got hooked on drugs, and what happened to them when they were on drugs.
Joanne.
How are you?
George.
Michael, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. Nice to see you again. They just bring in all the wrong people. First, they have some guy working in the backyard, and FBI comes in and takes him away down to the States.
Mind you, cleaned up the yard pretty good, so I have no complaints about him that way. But just a kind of a rather unscrupulous character. I don't even know why did they want him, Joanne? What was he supposed to have done? He escaped from jail in Florida?
He escaped from prison, yeah.
Then they hire someone to do the kitchen, $25,000 to $30,000. Never does get done. We have a kitchen issue. I can see it right now. I don't have to go too far.
Right.
Let's walk in, take a look at it.
Take a little stroll. The kitchen's too small. So Joanne says, why don't we get somebody to renovate? I said, that sounds like a jolly good idea. She said, my brother's former girlfriend's renovator would be the ideal guy. And I said, well, why not? Why not?
What do I see when I first walk in? Electrical box right on the counter, built up, live. All the other electrical hanging out, pot lights in the attic that are not properly covered in insulation, all wrong.
Talked to him about the stuff that left everything hanging, and I was complaining a bit about his brother, who was the electrician for the job.
So he brought in the electrician?
Yeah, his brother, and he said, he's a master electrician. I said the electrical work was terrible. He says, my brother has been in the business for 30 years. He's not a hobo. I think he'd make a better hobo than an electrician, I said to myself, you know.
Nice microwave, by the way. Nice microwave hood.
That's very nice.
It'd be nice if I could use it, reach it.
Only work. They put in the microwave, but nothing works. Nothing works. Nothing's all messed up. You can't, to get coffee in the morning, like I said, I gotta bend over, touch my toes, and plug it in, use the outlet in the dining room. It's ridiculous, but that's what we've been living with for the last 2-3 months.
Now, obviously, we're supposed to have a valance, so he has put on end gables on the cupboards, so he's asked for this, or you did? Who did this?
He did.
He did? Okay, so we get the end gable with no end gable here, so how do you create the valance? What he actually needed to do was put an end gable there to equal this side. We have an end gable on the fridge. There's a joke. I'm looking at the end gable here. She goes up to meet the cabinet height, bring it all the way down, and what do you see? It doesn't go to the floor like it's supposed to. So we have the dishwasher. We have electrical line hanging out of the wall. I just want to take a look. And no plumbing. You do know that this not only requires a drainage line, but it's going to require an air vent air behind water, otherwise the water will never go down. I don't like this upper at all. This does not work for me.
At first it looked okay, then I started, saying to myself, it just doesn't work, you know? And my wife's 5'2", you know what I mean? She's, 5'3", okay. And my wife was 7'2", she could probably reach that rather easily. She can't reach up there. That's 6'3" or so, whatever. She can't reach that. She's not gonna be able to reach it, She has to get a little footstool or something, So it should be a little more practical than that.
This wall here, we moved. This was moved over?
Yes. Yeah, it was moved over from about there.
Okay, I don't see any new drywall here. I don't see any new drywall here. How did he continue it over without getting a beam in across?
That's a good question.
Whether or not it's structural, which I'll have to look. I'll have to get up into your attic. Electrical wrong, structure's wrong. Everything that we see just at the beginning, the first few moments, says this guy does not know how to do kitchens.
When it came to doing the work, it became a horror show. And one day you're working, they're not working, and they start looking for them, you can't find them. But that would have been okay to a degree, except that the work was shabby work. It was very poor quality work. I mean, even if he took his time doing it, I could have put up with it if the work was of a good quality. But just take a look around here, you know what I mean? He just didn't care.
I'm gonna make this right.
Okay.
I'm gonna redesign your kitchen. We're gonna pull it all out. Unfortunately, you may have to eat at the restaurant for a couple of days, but
We've been doing that anyway.
You've been doing that anyway?
Doing that for 4 months.
We're gonna come in, we're gonna take it apart, we're gonna put it back together, and I'm gonna make this exceptional. So there's gonna be no more fighting. It'll be a knockout. Well, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you.
It's great to meet you, Mike. Really nice.
And Joanne,
Thank you.
keep smiling. Let me get my guys. I'll be back, and I'm gonna change this.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
Some things happen in life.
It's never happened before I married you.
Never happened until I married you either. Maybe it's your fault.
Maybe.
It never happened before.
Luck of the Irish, huh?
Luck of the Irish,
You look young.
What a good guy.
I'm telling you, you look great.
Yeah,
70.
thank you.
Man, I hope I look that good when I get that age.
Some folks say to me, I hope I live that long.
You have a point there. All right, I like that. Don't hit me.
You sure is on Denver.
Okay, thank you. It's obvious we're gonna pull all this out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna rip all the walls out, not harming that ceiling. We're putting in a beam from this side up and over, losing all the walls in here, removing the kitchen on that side. Pull the top right off. Oh, love this. You can see there's the outside wall there. Here's our drywall, so it's probably a strapped wall. We don't run electrical in behind the cabinets like this. That's just not the way to do this. They could have come through the floor. Put the floor down. You just leave it like that. I guess the stove covers it, right? So it's gonna be gorgeous in the long run. Eh. There you go. This is for a microwave hood. Now it says on the drawings very specifically we need to have an anchor screw, proper screw, in at least 4 proper markings. D, the arrow's there. C, the arrow's here, here, and here. Now the reason for that is because of the weight designed for this. Now, we have screws everywhere. We have screws here, we have screws here. It appears to be strong enough, but usually when you read directions, it kind of tells you to follow them. Why do I always get her drill? I always get her drill. Not my style of cabinet. Looks good, doesn't it? I mean, it looks really good. Just careful that doesn't fall on you.
Unbelievable. That's nothing but plaster.
And these are just your standard wood screws. I'm surprised they didn't come down.
You're kidding.
However, the dirt stuff, that's understandable. Look at how the floor meets the wall. What do you do? Just rip everything up and quickly cover it up again?
2 strongest guys on my crew.
Yeah, there's no problems covering up an air return.
I didn't see into the basement there.
Well, the other issues is not only did they cover up the air return, somehow it's been dropped from underneath. So not only is it not really picking up air here, it's picking it all up from down there where the cats
use the washroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say it nicely.
Fix them ready. Come in. When I first came in here, I came down to look at the plumbing, the electrical, and I go, oh, they have an oil tank. And I can see that's almost 3/4 full.
Yeah, how many days? See the corrosion starting down here on the end already?
Especially on this
I think
side.
that over there.
Yeah, right there. If the tank has been changed over to a natural gas, it must be at least emptied, and then you have a year to remove it or reuse it for something else.
Recommission, that's correct.
And if your tank is still being used and it's at least 20 years old, you should think about replacing it due to insurance reasons.
The insurance companies are asking the age of tanks now, and to get insurance on your house, they're pushing the issue that we want the tank upgraded to a new tank.
Because of the possible environmental disaster it can cause.
That's correct.
And you know what? That makes total sense to me.
What we'll do, where the fill and vent came in the top of the tank, we'll cut those with a reciprocating saw,
Okay?
spin the pipe out. We've got a vacuum truck out front, and we'll bring a hose in and literally drain that tank dry. Then we'll cut the side of it out, because there'll be sludges and stuff in the bottom of that tank you really don't want to know about. And we'll vacuum it totally clean, and then we'll quarter it and take it out.
Cut it in pieces.
Cut it in pieces. What we do like to do, though, and always do, is where the fill and vent go out through the wall, remove them. Because every year, somebody gets a tank or a basement full of oil.
Get the hell out. You're
see
telling me a truck that doesn't know any better
They get the
comes in
wrong
and sticks-
address
Oh my
by
God.
computer or whatever, and they come over and they fill, and it just goes right in the basement.
Oh my God.
So every year there's one or two of them. So we always remove the fill and vent from the building, so that can't happen.
This is not how we do this. We can see this was the old doorway to the dining room.
Yeah.
Okay. We see that it's also been brought down because it's not level. So how they did was they corrected it with building it up on the plaster, make it appear to look level.
Yeah.
But that was at one time cut right out to the other side without any support. It's not a load-bearing wall. I don't even know if they knew this or not. But it doesn't make for a very strong wall whatsoever.
You want to start taking down this and just see where about these walls sit with each other?
Yeah. Well, this is not structural. Take the whole wall out.
Okay. Ceiling?
Well, if you can get it all cleared back and drop that ceiling,
That's what I want to do today.
I'd be a happy man.
Okay.
So you got enough on your plate.
Yeah.
Drop it, clear all the insulation, let the wires hang. By end of day today, get plastic back up again, pull up the tile, and lose this. Okay?
That's a lot.
You'll be done by...
Kids play.
You'll be done by, what, 12?
All right. You hear that, guys? 12. This is a load-bearing wall. No shims, no screws, anything. This is basic. Look at this. Oh my God. It looks like he's nailed down here into each one of these cripples, and that's the only thing holding this right now. And this is a structured, I'm surprised we don't see any cracks in the ceiling. This is really, really bad. You know what, guys, just temporary, like, can we shim this and screw it back in? That is brutal. I'll go check the point loads down there, but that is really bad. And that's basically just from us removing the plaster.
I think I might hurt that one. Can we move this first? Oh man. Just take it. I'm a little short. I can't see anything. If I don't look up, I get screwed every single time. I can't believe I just did that. All right.
It's hard work. It's only 10 tiles. Some of them are bonding, some of them aren't. You can see where they didn't bond. Obviously they weren't back buttering, but some of them did grab, so I'm having a tougher time with those ones. So 10 down, 100 to go.
Let's drop all of this now quickly.
Okay.
Take this wall down.
Yep.
Don't take the wall down. Take this side off, okay?
Right,
Because
okay.
what I want to do is, once this is all down, I'm going to bring the owners through and I'll show them what I'm thinking, how I'm going to open it, how I'm going to put the beam in, and then I really think that wall's got to come out. Any given time we renovate an old home, what we want to do is pull everything down, stud it, insulate it properly, do everything. The only way I would consider leaving this wall up and drywalling over it is because we are insulated on the outside, but we also have to think ahead. On the walls, we have strapping, which is over top of the tar paper. So that's fine, okay? Because the tar paper separates the concrete or brick from the strapping. So we know that the two products, wood doesn't touch concrete, is acceptable. That's how it was done years ago. My problem is trying to put up new cupboards. What am I attaching to? Am I attaching to the strapping? Is it good enough? Do I really just want to sheet over this? First instinct is to take everything down and start again. Stud. Also, I have these issues. You know, I bring up a 6-foot level and I come across this wall here. Do I have a nice true wall for everything? So far, so good. And no, I don't. That's the problem with a plastered wall. Is the trueness is not always the greatest, although this is pretty good until I get over here. The last thing I want to do is put up cabinets on a crooked wall and have to shim out everything. The best thing you can do is stud it, bring it up nice and true, and have a perfect finish. So here's the best way of doing this. We're gonna take it down. By the way, you're looking pretty spiffy. You're pretty in shape.
Not
Look at
bad
the
at all.
pipes on you. I tell you. I won't fall for that one again. He got me when I first walked in.
You can never tell with Joanne. Like, you know, life was never boring around there with the mistress. There's always something happening. I can't wait to see the next person she brings into the house to do something. But I still love you anyway, baby.
Let's go through this. Well, it started with your kitchen. And I think I tried very hard to not demo everything because you have a thermal break on the outside of the house. And, you know, the more we took down, the more I said, that's it, pull it all down.
We thought initially, well, fix the kitchen up a little bit and work within the confines of the small kitchen, but he's expanded everything. It's like opened right up.
Let's walk through. As I kept pulling it down, I said, okay, let's bring it right through. Now I see a few things. I've already shown you the drawings of what I wanted to do with the kitchen, right? See that wall over there? Mm-hmm. I want to lose it.
Really?
You know why? Let me explain.
Okay.
I want to lose the wall. And the reason I want to lose the wall is as you come in, it makes it even bigger in here.
Even this wall here, like, you know what I mean? It's going to be all...
But if this wall is down, one, you can see the front door and it opens it up because I'm putting in a beam from this side right to that side, so it's all open. There's no walls there, right? And if I take this down, it extends it even bigger. It gives the opportunity of having a bigger room in here. We'll call it almost a great room. Your great room.
It's just like if someone would talk to me about the boxing game, as long as I've been in it, and it was my experience, you know what I mean? I'm going to make sense, I think, when I talk to the average guy. Well, just like Mike. I mean, whatever he says, everything he's said to me so far and my wife has made perfect sense. It's so obvious, and when the way he explains it in such an easy fashion, and it's easy to understand, and it's easy to make sense to me, it's easy to make sense for my wife, so we're all in complete agreement. So to me, it can't help but be a winner. Can't help it.
Even when they structured this, although this is not a load-bearing wall, you can see the way it was tied in on the other side. They did not pick up a vertical load underneath it. So the wall, actually, look
I see.
how easy this moves, right?
Yeah.
Not even attached. Doesn't matter. I can fix those little things, but visually, I see that wall down.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? Are you okay with that?
It's as good as down.
Be very happy.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get
Been
our
a
lives
long
back
time.
on track. It'd be nice to be able to cook something on the stove or in the kitchen. It'd be nice to be able to see a kitchen, you know.
Not too long, we'll have it brand new again.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
And then some.
A nightmare turns into a beautiful dream. It's kind of that way. We dreamt about a beautiful dream, but it turned out to be a nightmare. But in the long run, it ends up a beautiful dream again, and a beautiful reality. That's what it's going to be. Beautiful reality. It will be nice.
The tiles were down. The hardwood was down. I didn't hear any squeaks. We pull it all up and we got a squeaky floor. This goes to show the old common nails with the plank boards, eh?
Yeah.
But we'll fix that. Today, I need you to get the rest of this wall down.
Yep.
Trim around the doors.
Yeah.
Take the bottom trim off that window, that window. I need a temporary studded wall so I can get my full length joist in.
Yeah.
Or support beam, and then I'll pick it up from that side, pick it up from this side, and bring it up true.
And then just jack the beam.
Yeah.
Okay. I do want to plywood first, right? So we can just-
Absolutely,
okay,
yes.
okay.
So you're concentrating on plywooding from here out. So
Gotcha.
just, if you don't get to a certain area,
Yep.
and just make sure that the front door area is safe, okay?
Gotcha.
Okay, what did I say to do?
We're gonna sheet the floor. We're then gonna get up our studded wall, support that, take this down, cut this off at about 42 inches.
What else?
We're gonna take down the rest of the plaster walls.
What else?
What else are we gonna do today? I don't know, go to bed at some point. This is all to get basically our subfloor down. What we're doing is we're getting our jack post in. This is a temporary support. We're gonna support this beam because eventually to get our floor in, we have to start taking down original structure. These are posts that are holding in the old beam. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna support this beam, which is a separate beam than this one, from original structure. We're gonna support it on an angle so we can get our next piece of plywood down. From there, we take our next support out. So once this is all supported, what we'll do is we'll build a wall straight across here, take down everything here. Once we get our beam in, this wall can come down. This is all to get the floor and this beam up.
They worked late last night getting the floor sheet as much as possible to get the temporary wall in to hold this up, which is this wall here. So this morning we can pull this guy out, not a heavy weight load, nice and simple.
Bit of a pain. I mean, they use these 3-inch huge nails. I can't believe the guys that would have driven these things back then, but it's a little bit of a pain in the butt to get down, but a little bit more to go, and then we can actually start putting the new beam in. Ready? Coming. There you go. Nice, thank you. Anything else?
Get some rest.
Okay,
You're gonna need it.
thank you.
Get the electrical done, get the drywall up, spray foam Monday.
Tuck tape the ceiling. Okay.
This is pretty good. I think we're gonna be a few days late on this one only because we've kind of like went a little bigger. It's your fault.
Yeah, I know it always is.
The shoelaces are undone.
Oh, yeah. Oh. You ready? Okay.
Joanne and George have been living in the area for about 10 years. George, Chuvalo. And they hire someone to do the kitchen, $25,000 to $30,000. Does get done. That's just what we're used to seeing, isn't it? $25,000 to $30,000 is a beautiful kitchen. This is not a beautiful kitchen.
How's that?
Electrical wrong, structure's wrong, everything that we see just at the beginning, the first few moments, says this guy does not know how to do kitchens.
And clear.
Okay, how is everyone? Oh, yeah.
Great. Sorry.
I like picking up that kind of weight.
Oh, man.
Now you're gonna go to the gym, right?
No.
Okay. Let's get ready for it.
Right now, these pipes here are a 4-inch in diameter. Back in the early days, probably in the 60s, they used to use a 4-inch pipe. And as you can see, it's a full length of pipe. It's not like it is today. They were snapped up together, probably in the shop, and then installed. So this pipe here is old, really old. We're gonna put in 3 runs today. All 3 of them will be a 5-inch in diameter. For the square footage of the room, it's gonna have better airflow instead of a 4-inch pipe.
Okay, we're just gonna pick it up. We're gonna go over this way, go against the wall, come into the corner, bring it in, and then up, okay? Everyone together? 1, 2, 3. Nice and easy. Go up. Stay when we got clearance. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Okay, we're in. Nice and not yet, don't go up yet. Okay, now we go up. Now, I want it tight to the drywall there. Bring it back.
A little closer to the right. Yeah,
There you go. Okay, now start setting the jack post. Okay, go, Mickey, go.
Brian, I got it.
Better? Make sure I'm centering with the pin. You see the pin?
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
There we go.
This way. Yeah.
Feel good? Okay, now everybody just take a relax for a sec. Okay, you got this in? Yeah. Just watch for crippling. Hey, you know what I mean by crippling?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's just loosen that off.
Top's gotta go that way. Right there.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just keep that a snugger. Okay, whoa.
Can you level it? You want to level it?
No, you're pretty good. Yeah, that's what we're gonna look at. We're gonna now measure off to see what our plate is like, but I just wanna make sure it doesn't do this on us. So, all right, let go. Let go. Everybody out from under the beam. Let's make sure that we are up against the floor, the ceiling joist at that end. Okay, can I get a couple for over here, please? The reason we put the plastic on is so that we have a vapor barrier over the beam. That way, when we pull the temporary wall down, we'll flap that out and tie it into the ceiling. That's continuous air stoppage, which is what we want, and it is minimum code. Okay, level, please.
Thank you.
That's good. Grab a 2x4. We're going on an angle now. We're gonna screw it into here, screw it to the floor. No movement, okay? Okay. We know we're safe on this side because we're in and we're secured to structure. This side here, we V'd it, so there's no way of knocking it over. So let's continue on with the wall across. We're going to go jack stud.
Yep.
King stud. Even though structurally we don't need it, it gives us a double stud for trimming.
Okay, so you want to play Jack King.
Right.
Same as we always do.
Yeah.
Okay. Pinky, can I get one at 45, please?
Because it's not really structure, I don't have to worry about it. I want to tee it just like that, okay? So we're gonna off-center, we're not gonna center it, we're gonna off-center it.
Okay.
We're gonna put it in just like this.
Gotcha.
By putting the two together, it locks the corner nice and tight, and the spray foam can actually get in behind it on both
Right,
sides.
okay.
All right?
Gotcha. Yep.
So 3 feet out. So we'll start a wall here, 3 feet out.
All right.
Now obviously take off the beam. 4 feet out, 42 inches high, bulkhead down, same distance as the beam, tied in across. Now you can square off the beam to come back this way.
Because we know that's square.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm finishing my my vent for the kitchen. I brought 1.5-inch vent pipe right up into the attic. Just before I pass through the roof line, I'm increasing the pipe diameter to actually 3 inches. That's the code requirement. The roofing contractor will come in, he will install the flashing, and then we'll be able to bring the 3-inch vent pipe right through the roof and then do the final connection.
I don't know to what extent you're rewiring this area.
All of it.
Once again, I think we need a main light in the kitchen, light over the dining room, so that'll be that box, obviously new. Can we do these walls? Because that's
Yeah, no, consider it done. We'll have all the walls done today. We'll start pulling them. Just got to start pulling the lines all the way back to the pan.
Okay, so Joe can work on this. We have a hood above the stove, fridge. Fridge would be right here, right beside the window, approximately 4 inches out.
Perfect. Leave it on me. I'll start pulling the cables.
Nice. You are good. We're laying down a subfloor on the floor for the tiles. We made sure we give it a wipe on the floor. Don't soak the wood, but make sure you get the dust off it. What I like about this product here is that it has a mesh, a nice mesh top. Allows my thin set to grab onto that mesh, make sure we butter the back of the tile, and we don't have any issues in the future, the grout cracking, the tiles cracking.
This is actually going down quite well. I'm noticing that because of the mesh on top, you're able to slide your float across it and actually squeeze out the mortar a lot better, whereas before it would catch a lot of time. So I'm finding this is going a lot easier. You get a more fluid motion right across, which is, makes my job a hell of a lot easier.
Mike, we're going to be laying a porcelain tile. Yeah. Porcelain is a lot harder than a ceramic tile. It's very sharp when cut, so be careful. Glass as always. Yeah. So, eyes open, ears open. Listen to these guys, okay?
Always.
They're going to show you how to do this right.
All right, sounds good.
And I'll watch over. Okay? Go get them.
You're fine.
What do we call that, Mike?
Back butter.
Back butter. You know what? Your hands tell you everything. They really do. All you do is feel it. Your hands tell you everything. You could be blind, honestly, and lay tile. As long as it feels good across each tile, you know you've done it right. Yeah. And that's really good, by the way. Okay. Do the coin check to see if you're doing okay. Ready? That's pretty good. This is something we always play. Remember in the hockey cards too? You flip the cards, and I used to have like 2,000 something cards. You got a loony?
No, I don't have a loony.
No.
Well, I spend my money.
Throw 50 bucks.
You ready?
Yeah. Thanks. Go ahead.
All right, hold on.
Winner takes all.
Oh, bad bounce.
I'll beat that.
Oh. Wait a minute.
I win.
Oh, look at that. I got the short end of this deal.
Okay, get back to work. How long do you think this is going to take to do?
2 days.
2 days?
Yeah. The cabin's generally going pretty quickly. It's more the small stuff that really ties up the time. The crown molding, the caulking, adjusting the doors.
The only thing I want to see is the island. Are we going to be working on the island today, or is it going to be finished
No,
tomorrow?
generally that's the last thing they'll do because it'll be in the way.
Right.
It'll be the last thing they do because that'll be in the way. They'll probably put in all the crown molding up first. They might finish the whole kitchen so they don't. This is a physical barrier for them getting to the kitchen.
The master himself invented this. So it goes up.
Getting it going up this way.
We've got our little pilot screw here to locate what's gonna now be a plumbing vent. I'm gonna remove some shingles in this area, put our flashing in, get our pipe up through the flashing, and then shingle it back in to make it watertight. Ooh, we have a second layer. Down below me will be a range hood exhaust with similar process, except a little different vent. Minimum code requirement is for the pipe to extend 6 inches above the flashing. So I'm allowing a little more than that. We're pretty close to the peak of the roof, but with snow loads, we don't want snow and ice to cover this pipe and freeze the top end solid. So we want to come up above and not have that happen, because if it does freeze over, then technically we're not getting that air down into the system.
We brought Tony along to do a laser measuring system. This allows us to go directly from the measure into a CAD program, which gives our drawings for our shop.
I think some people would say, do you really need this? Well, how many kitchens did we see that the walls do this, that they're not square, right?
Correct.
And what this is going to do is going to show you.
Exactly. And what this does is it replaces the cardboard or the melamine or the wood sticks that you have.
The old ways of
doing it. And what it does is you can still do kitchens manually with a laser and square and a tape if they're very simple and straightforward. This helps when you have arches, when you have 45-degree angles, really bad scribed walls. This is a great product.
Well, to me, it's all about the tools.
Yeah.
You know, how many years did I swing a hammer? And then I finally bought an air compressor and went, what was I thinking?
Exactly. One of the things we have to remember with these corners is you see 2 lines on that wall now. I have to make sure that I'm using the right line.
Right, because you're actually getting a reflection off of here to the wall, right?
Correct, yes. So what I use is a black masking tool. Place that on the wall. So now it reads that wall.
That makes sense to me.
What we do is we line these up at the edge of the cabinet.
And you'll pinpoint that terminal.
These 2 targets.
Yeah. Awesome. It's already laying it out here, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's laid out right all over it.
Awesome. Got to pick up the table and chairs for that nice little nook. It'll be good. I chose this wood because it really goes well with the cabinets. It goes well with everything that I was thinking. That's a nice hard wood, isn't it?
It's a great color. It's about 4 times harder than oak. So, I mean, to damage that, you really want
And everyone thinks oak's the hardest wood, eh?
No.
What do you think, Charlie? You want to take that outside? No?
And it's a beautiful color. It's very, it's got a very warm undertone to it.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
I really like it.
One of my favorites, too.
We can give him a piece and see if he can chew it up. What do you think? What do you think, buddy? Want to take it? You want to go outside, don't you? Okay, I like this. What's it called?
Macaranduba.
Where's it from?
Macaranduba.
Brazil?
Brazil, of course. All the hardwoods come from Brazil. The really hard ones.
They're really big trees.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this stuff. All right, I'll take him out. I'll get out of your hair.
Lovely. This is state-of-the-art adhesive. We use this mainly for engineer floors in condominiums. It's a urethane adhesive, similar to like a PL, but it stays flexible. So when the floor expands, it contracts. It's got excellent hold, but it won't hold it in place, you know, an absolute hold so it'll cause the floor to buckle. It's really nice stuff. The main reason we're going to start off with a tile is you want a full board. If we start off the wall and we end up here, you might wind up with a sliver piece instead of a full board. This being the focal point, always where the tile meets the hardwood is always the focal point. So you want that as neat and pleasing to the eye as possible.
Is that one of your tilting angles?
That's right. We went with a core tilt option, so it's easy to tilt up or down at any time. Gives you complete privacy.
So here we go. Okay. Lights off. Lights on. Now I can even make it that it probably will reflect in many different ways. I can make a light on the ceiling. Oh, see, I like that. I just like that. Simplicity.
Yeah, let's go this way.
things for good people.
Oh my God, it doesn't fit.
What?
You better be kidding. We measure first.
We just need a tip.
Everything's done in setting and this size and doesn't fit.
So let it just.
What are you doing behind the stove?
I'm hiding.
This is not a very good hiding spot. Let's push it back now. Oh, look at, I mean, talk about simple. I love it. I like that.
Oh my.
Two choices. I like choices. Choices are good. Feeling good. It's gotta be good both ways. Oh, look at, I got it.
You got it?
I'm happy.
Good apprentice.
You know what? That's good. Perfect, see that? Got the match. Awesome. Awesome. I'm gonna go get him. Oh, I'm gonna let you walk in first, so go ahead.
After you, madame.
It's just one of those right in front of you things.
Oh my God.
Joanne, this is different.
Take your shoes off.
I know, eh?
Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel.
Oh my
You
God.
might don't want to walk on it. But come on, let's walk in.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta breathe it in slowly. We won't be in a hurry.
Check the floor, huh? Nice.
Isn't that nice?
Gorgeous.
Actually, this wood is harder than, 4 times harder than oak.
No kidding.
I brought in my best guy, Chris. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Beautiful.
So,
Look at that fridge. Look at that. Look at our countertops. Nice. Everything's so balanced here. I mean, when you look at it, it looks so sane to me. It looks so sane. It looks so proper. It looks so right. I couldn't imagine a nicer, to me, with the way what you had to start with. You couldn't make it a nicer. You couldn't. It's impossible.
is it a knockout? I'll hug you
nice, nice.
I'll hug
Thank
you
you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So nice.
Let me tell you a bit. It looks good, yes?
Oh, the color scheme is unbelievable. The whole, it just, everything fits. And look at the life, everything fits.
I love
it's
it.
Beautiful. It's
Love it.
truly beautiful.
Well, come on in.
Truly beautiful.
So, it was ugly. We took it all down, we framed it, we spray foamed, we used wall tighten behind the walls to make sure that we had a proper insulation, mold resistant drywall. So everything we want to do, we want to make sure that we don't have any issues for the future. Everyone that I brought in, and I brought in a lot of people to do a kitchen. You know, the HVAC guys, Brian and Gary, and they wanted to make it right. And the oil tank, those guys came in and they wanted to do it right. And they take that out and make sure everything's proper. And Frank coming in, all new electrical, new panel. Everyone stepped up to the plate to help out George and Joanne. Not only did we use the wall tighten the walls, but proper covers over the pod lights, so it is the way to do it for the attic. And on top of that, we brought them in to do blown-in insulation, so you've got about this much insulation up there on top now. Even brought Rob in to make sure that we put a proper 6-inch duct line directly out, insulated right up through the roof, as well as all new plumbing on the side with permits up through the roof. Martin, you did all the plumbing perfectly, and we got a plumbing permit. Chris coming in and doing the hardwood flooring again, and he's the type of guy I love these people. No problem, Mike. No problem. All new blinds throughout this.
That's one of the first things I noticed. It's beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
I love the tops. I love the color, how it works with the covers, the sword, the counters, the cabinets, and even brand new blinds in the front window.
Really?
Yep. Elias from Olympic Kitchens. He comes in and helps me design a beautiful, simple, but beautiful kitchen. Totally realistic to the size of the house. There you go. George?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Now, this is right for the two of you to sit and relax.
It's a nice little,
I love it.
nice little threesome there.
Moved your door over so that we have a proper door here now. You have a door on it they can close. You have a proper access to your attic, totally insulated. Everything is done right there, right here. Craig Lowe coming in, painting with perfection right into the hallway down to the bedrooms. You know, I didn't have to ask him to do that. He just did that.
I knew it was going to be fantastic. I didn't realize it was going to be really this night. It's unbelievable. I'm so happy, and I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy for my wife. I really am. I know she's
I love it.
I'm gonna be in her good books for the next 6-7 months, right, Joan? At least 6-7 months.
Oh, come on,
Good
6
books.
years.
Maybe 6
Come
years.
on.
You and him.
That's what you need when you hire contractors, is people who care. And the signs are there. If they don't care, proof's in the pudding.
I would defy anyone to make this any better than it is. I mean, what you started with, I mean, it's just unbelievable. I'm just at a loss for words, I swear. It's just unbelievable.
I'm speechless. When I walked in, I couldn't believe I was in my house. This is perfect.
So I'm 70 years old, and to me, I still can feel good about things. I still get a little excitement about things, and so that to me, this is a real thrill. I swear to God, it's a thrill. It really is.
So you're the guy in blue, I'm the guy in black, and okay?
Where's Grandpa?
All we gotta do. Oh, Grandpa, go! You ready? Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's do it. Ding! Give it to me. Give it to me. I'm doing the rope, though. This is the way to do it. It's a double knockout. Look at you, got me too. It's a double knockout. That's the way to do it, eh? It's a knockout. Your shoelaces are untied.
I can't believe I told you.